Good afternoon, teachers and students, and welcome back to another episode of SCSD News. Another week has come and gone for Scott County students. Here are the highlights for what happened at each school before Thanksgiving break.
FBLA at Scott Central hosted a talent show in the gym on Tuesday, November 18th to help fundraise for their trip expenses. The attendance was incredible and there was a great showcase of talent with 10 acts.
Warren High School hosted a blood drive this week to help give blood in those in need. Everyone who donated received a $10 gift card, and seniors who give throughout the year will receive a red card to wear for graduation.
STEAM Academy engineering students delivered their final Flex Factors pitch at East Central Community College. Flex Factors is a STEM education program designed to familiarize K-12 students with education and career pathways that can lead to STEM careers. The program was designed to showcase the promise of these careers and help students to develop critical thinking and problem-solving skills needed to future success. Our engineering students were able to showcase their months of hard work through presentations.
Lake High School hosted their All-In Reward celebration the Friday before Thanksgiving holidays. Students were able to participate in fun and games and had delicious food. To quote Lake High School's Facebook, "It was a day full of fun, laughter, and friendly competitions between students and staff." To qualify for the celebration, students had to meet their goals throughout the semester. Want to be a part of the next celebration at Spinners? Stay focused and stay all in. Congratulations to everyone who was able to celebrate their goals.
That's what happened before Thanksgiving break. Now let's hear what happened recently in sports.
My name is Ella Moore, and this is your sports update. Since there was no school update last week, we are going back to the week before Thanksgiving. Starting with Morton, the basketball teams faced Canton on the 18th. The girls lost with a score of 61-44, and the boys lost with a score of 57-40. On the 21st, both teams faced Germantown High School. The boys fell short with a score of 45-34, but the girls took home a win with a score of 49-23. On the 24th, the girls took home a Lake Cormorant and won with a score of 48-18. The boys faced Senatobia on the same day and fell short with a score of 56-53. Both teams faced off against Independence on the 25th. The girls took home the win with a score of 43-24, while the boys fell short with a score of 58-55. Over at basketball, the girls' basketball team took on French Camp Academy on the 18th and won with a score of 59-13. They then faced Union on the 20th and brought home the win with a score of 60-33. To finish the week, they faced McLaurin and won with a score of 66-24. On the 24th, the girls faced West Lauderdale and lost with a score of 49-45. At Scott Central, the basketball teams faced Clarkdale on the 22nd. The boys lost with a score of 34-24, while the girls brought home a win with a score of 45-7. The White Corner basketball teams faced McLaurin on the 18th. The girls brought home the win with a score of 51-21, but the boys lost with a score of 62-37. Last week, the boys took on Forest on the 29th and lost with a score of 51-35. On the same day, the girls took on Northeast Lauderdale but lost with a score of 32-27. That's it for your sports report this week.
Hey y'all, I'm Isabella.
And I'm Ella, and we are back for your Joke of the Week.
Hey Ella, why did the journalists start a seafood column?
I don't know. Why did they?
Because they wanted to dive into some fishy stories.
Haha, that's a knee slapper.
Here are the announcements for this week. First, at Lake High School, today there is a high school basketball game versus Pisgah at 6 and 7:30. Thursday, there will be a junior high basketball game versus Newton County with the first game starting at 4. High school basketball will be at home on Friday against Newton County with girls starting at 6 and boys at 7:30.
Today, Scott Central has a varsity basketball game against French Camp starting at 6 o'clock. Thursday, there will be a varsity game against Clarksdale at home with JV boys playing at 5, girls at 6, and boys at 7:30. Saturday will be at basketball games at Forest with JV girls starting at 5, girls at 6, and boys starting at 7:30.
Over at Morton, today there is going to be a basketball game at home versus Newton. Thursday, there is a beta club meeting at 7:15 a.m. or during legacy period if you can't attend the 7:15 one. On Friday, there will be a basketball game against Florence. On Saturday, another basketball game at Mississippi Gulf Coast. This will be the Girls Hoop Fest.
Last but not least, today, at Sebastopol, there is going to be a Christmas parade. Thursday, there will be another working test, and on Friday, a home basketball game against French Camp.
For all schools on today and Wednesday, there are going to be benchmark retestings and makeups on Thursday, so make sure you are there and prepared for them.
That's it for this week's news. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. And remember, these are your schools, your stories, and your news.